The year is 2012 and you've just entered into a game shop with a good friend of yours, and you see on the shelf a Viking skirmish tabletop game called Saga. This is very convenient for you because you are into Viking reenactment and you think this is like D&D, but battle tactics and Vikings, and this would be the perfect game to get into. So you buy a little chieftain warlord guy and his bodyguard of 8 Ulfhednar, which are naked men in wolf skins. You're very excited. You get some paints from somewhere that you can't remember in 2024. And you paint up your Viking warlord, and he looks like trash. You never find anyone who wants to play Saga, and you kind of give up on it in favor of doing things like playing D&D with Lego figures, because at least they're already painted, and the studs can count as the 5 feet integers. Jump forward, and you still are a Viking reenactor, but you have broadened your horizons to the magical world of Warhammer 40k, and have discovered feudal worlds, and you decide to make a kill team for that. And in your mind, you still have the fear of your muddy, green-gray Viking warlord with blonde hair that looked awful, and you are afraid to actually start painting the guys that you spent so much hard work making. Your response to that is to meticulously plan your color scheme, which you are basing off of old World Bretonnians, where everybody gets their own color, and off of your own family tree, where you have Googled the heraldry for your surnames, and you decide to assign those roles to your kill team. Congratulations. Turns out you were me the whole time, because that's what I have been doing. I have been painting up this kill team for the last few weeks with paints that I got from my sister and brother-in-law, and I think they have turned out all right. They have certainly turned out better than that first Viking warlord who looks like he was taking a dip in the mud, but I don't think that they are actually YouTube ready. Like, they're nothing that you'd see from other people, but other people have been doing this for 10 times as long as I have, and that's my excuse for why they look kind of chalky. Yeah. Let's take a look at my soldiers, starting with my sergeant. This is Sergeant Gilmore Smith from the 1800s, and I gave him a lava hammer for his power weapon. This is my confidant, Minnie Idella Allen. She is red and white, and I thought that was very authoritative, which is why she's the confidant. This is Richard Clark Ryder. He is my grandmother's stepfather, and I made the model with the bird before I knew who it was going to be assigned to, but it kind of looks like him in the face. Well, it would if I was a better painter. This is my grandpa Tony, my mom's dad, and he was a school teacher, but I made him the doctor because those seemed, I don't know, the most related in my head. Plus red and white seems like good medic colors. This is Samuel Hamilton. He is the most recent of the Sam A. Hamiltons back in the 1800s, and I gave him the bruiser role because the bruiser comes with this billy club looking thing, and I like the idea of calling him the Sam Hammer. This is my hardened Marine, Henry Woolbright, and he's got kind of a Hellboy fist, so I made sure to paint that bright red, kind of matching the scheme of painting all the weapons red. This is Emery G. Wing. I gave him the spotter position because he was the ancestor that moved us from New York, and I like the idea of him seeing ahead. This is my grandmother's grandfather named AC, or Asa was his birth name, but it reminded me of kind of like a sniper ace, so he got the sniper rifle. This is the last one's son-in-law, and we have a story in our family where he could throw an axe in a tree and split the bullet on the axe. This is John William Collins III, and as his name would suggest, he had 2 John William Collins Seniors, and I imagine that they were both also grenadiers. This is Frances Fanny Falsam Beck, and I gave her the flamer so that she would have as many F's in her name as I could possibly fit in there. This is Amanda Milliron, and so she became Amanda Amelta Milliron, and I thought she still looks pretty feminine with the helmet on. This is Abigail Monroe. I gave her the name Abigail Monroe so that her call sign could be the Abbess, and that fit very well with the Zealot Marine. This is Anna Engelking, my demolitions expert. I strapped her full of grenades to make her look extra explosive. These are my two troopers, my regular troopers, who are Sarah Dewitt Pruitt and Virginia Nettie Bayonetti Knapp. Her name was Virginia. Her in real life nickname was Nettie, and then the Warhammer nickname is Bayonetti.
To avoid repetition, let's say that they all have Freeguild Greatsword bodies, and we can just talk about what's new and different. The Sergeant has a Cadian las pistol, a Bretonnian men-at-arms head, and a Tempester Prime command rod. I cut the skull off of the command rod and replaced it with the head of a sledgehammer from a Torox Prime kit. The Confidant has a Sisters of Battle arm holding her helmet, a Cadian shoulder pad on one side, and then a Krieg chainsword on the other. And then her head is from the Navy Breachers kit. For the Sniper and the Spotter, they both have the Krieg arms and their associated weapons. The Spotter has a Freeguild Greatsword head, and the Sniper has a Bretonnian men-at-arms head. For my 4 gunners, all of their arms come from the Krieg kits, and then all of their heads come from the Bretonnian kits, except for the Flamer, who has a Sisters of Battle head. My 2 normal troopers have Krieg lasguns and Freeguild Greatsword Sallet helms that are like the one in a kit, so they're very expensive heads comparatively. The Zealot Marine has Krieg legs and a torso from the Freeguild Greatswords, which was quite a bit of conversion work that was required to chop it off at the belt. She has a Sisters of Battle head and then some Bretonnian bit that looks kind of like a little shrine strapped to her back. The Demolitions Expert has a Bretonnian Knight head with explosives strapped all around and then Krieg arms for the stopwatch. The Hardened Medic and Bruiser all have Krieg arms for their weapons, so it's pretty WYSIWYG. The Comms has a bird from the Bretonnian kit, but he also has the Krieg Comms backpack, so he kind of is what he's supposed to be. From left to right, the heads are Bretonnian, Freeguild Greatsword, and Bretonnian. I want to say a big thank you for watching. My viewers and subscribers have gone up from 10 to 20, which I thought was going to take me all year, and the views, I'm just so excited and grateful and thankful for the success I'm seeing in this channel. So if you like what you see, like, comment, subscribe, or don't. I'm not your dad. You can just watch it and have a good time. It doesn't really matter, but I still am very appreciative of the success I've had. So thank you very much. Bye.